Did you know that chess sets became as difficult to find as toilet paper during the early weeks of the pandemic in US? Chess was rediscovered during the pandemic and well, it still hasn't lost its charm. Welcome back to Sports Lumo. I am Piran Chaudhary and today it's all about the checkered boards. Now, if you haven't watched the Queen's Gambit or wondering what that is and what it has to do with chess, you're going to find out soon enough. The Queen's Gambit is a mini-series on Netflix which has taken viewership records by the storm. It has a review of 8.6 on 10 on IMDb. So what's the show all about? The Queen's Gambit is a fictional story about an orphan Kentucky girl in 1960s who becomes, no spoilers here, a chess champion while still in her teens, a child prodigy. The main character, Beth Harmon, battles addictions to pills and alcohol and some sexist assumptions about her chess skills, while beating one male grandmaster after another. The show is based on Walter Tevis's 1983 novel by the same title. It lends chess a retro cool look, sending an increasingly glamorous young Beth to tournaments in Las Vegas, Mexico City, and Paris while not messing up authentic and appropriate portrayal of chess. Now that is rare. Is that all the miniseries is an authentic portrayal of chess? You know how cinema, movies, content can drive our daily lives and inspire and move us in a way that nothing can. Through Queen's Gambit, chess got a new lease on life. Since its release, numerous chessboard manufacturers have reported big surges in sales with increases anywhere from 215% to 1000%. By the fourth week, it had been watched by 62 million households, becoming the platform's biggest scripted limited series to date. The show became one of the best and most successful screen adaptations of the game. The English Chess Federation told the Times that the number of active players in its online clubs increased from 2,800 in Feb 2020 to 6,000 in August. In the US, sales of books about chess leaped 603% according to marketing research company NDP Group. Before 2020, sales of chess books and chess sets had remained flat or declined for years. People Google the rules for chess, how to play, beginner's level, what are openings, all sorts of jargon for the game. It even broke several records on Google search engine. Now that I have intensely shared my likeness for the series, what does Queen's Gambit actually mean? Now, to put it simply, the Queen's Gambit is a move designed to secure control of the center of the board. It's one of the most common chess openings and involves white sacrificing, which is the gamble part, a queen side pawn, the queen part, so known as the Queen's Gambit. Now, as a move, white moves its pawn to d4. Even though there is a whole chess opening on queens, there are very few in the real world as far as female chess players are concerned. That brings us to Nona Gebrindashvili, who has sued Netflix for $5 million. Now here's everything on the controversy. So what happened is that in the final episode of the Queen's Gambit, an announcer delivers chess play-by-play commentary while the show's fictional heroine, portrayed by Anya Taylor-Joy or Beth Harmon, competes in a climactic tournament in Moscow. The only unusual thing about her really is her sex, and even that's not unique in Russia. The announcer says as a woman watching the match comes into focus. There's Nona Gebrindashvili, but she's the female world champion and has never faced men. This series is fictional, but the chess champion named Nona Gebrindashvili, the first woman to be named a grandmaster, is very much real. Now 80 years old and living in Tbilisi, Georgia, she was pained to learn that the television show had erased her many successes against male opponents. In fact, her claims are right. After research, a 1968 headline in the New York Times reads, "Chess, Miss Gebrindashvili beats 7 men in a strong tourney." The defamation case was filed seeking compensation, undermining and degrading her accomplishments before an audience of many millions and calling for the line, about her not facing men to be removed. On one side, the show tries to show how a young woman finds her way through a male dominated game, while on the other hand, it undermines a real champion's position for a fictional one. Well, that's quite black and white like a chessboard and not very cool. While we're on the chess topic, let's look at its progress back home, Hamara Pyara India. Starting with good news, India recently clinched a silver medal after going down 0-2 to Russia in the final of the FIDE's World Women's Team Chess Championship. This is India's first medal at the Games. The first national championship in women's chess in India took place in 1974. It was won by Vasanti Kadilkar. Over the last 46 years, there have been 19 different national champions in the country, from the Kadilkar sisters bringing in the culture of women playing chess to Vijaya Lakshmi becoming the first woman grandmaster of the country to Koneru Hampi dominating the sport on a world stage. Chess has come a long way in the country. Just like the Polgar sisters from Hungary changed the world of chess, Kadilkar sisters from India revolutionized chess in the country in ways one could have not imagined. The eldest, Vasanti Kadilkar, became the first national women's champion of India in 1974. She was followed by Jayashree in 1975 and then the youngest, Rohini, in 1976. Rohini was just 13 years old when she achieved this feat. Their father believed in the ability of his girls, which also paved the way for Indian women to play chess. In 1978, when Rohini was to play in the men's nationals, AICF and male participants created issues with regards to her participation. A woman cannot play in men's nationals was the contention. Rohini's father immediately wrote to Max Ovi, the FIDE president at that time. FIDE resolved the issue and AICF had to allow Rohini to take part in the men's championship. It was a big breakthrough for women's chess in India. While other countries were prepping for women to fight it out in the chess circuit, India did not fall back. One must also understand that chess is not just a game. It comes with one or two life lessons. It involves sportsmanship, sharing strategy, patience, and always being purposeful with your moves, never spontaneous. It helps you think and imagine your moves in such a way that no other sports can. Today, India's place in the chess circuit is increasingly becoming famous. Thanks to the pandemic, many even took chess online to pass their time in lockdown, and many even supported the players by watching them play while the matches were streamed on YouTube. Now, I want to briefly talk about two players. While we have many young women taking up the mind sport today, these two have really made a mark. Born in 1987, Koneru Hampi won all the girls' age group tournaments at the world level. While she was at it, she even beat boys at the game. At the Under 12 Asian Championship, she won in the open section ahead of all the male participants. Hampi was trained by her father, Ashok Hampi, who had a very simple philosophy: play against the strongest opposition, as the toughest opponents could be found, unfortunately, only in open tournaments and not in the girls' section. She always enrolled herself for the bigger challenge. She improved very quickly. At the age of just 15 years, 1 month, and 27 days, Hampi achieved the Grandmaster title, surpassing the achievement of Judith Polgar by a few months, who is also another legend at chess if you didn't know. Hampi also became the second female player ever to cross 2600 ELO. She reached the finals of the World Championship match in 2011. After a tough fight, she lost to the Chinese player Hao Yangfen. Another young legend who has the kings and queens at her disposal is Harika Dronawali. Harika decided to skip formal education in school and traveled across the world, playing in one tournament after another. She achieved the Grandmaster title just at the age of 19 and has won 3 bronze medals for the country at the Women's World Championship. Unfortunately, India has not been very lucky at securing the Women's World Champion title. Experts say Hampi and Harika are best bets for our country to achieve that feat. While Queen's Gambit has given a new meaning to the idea of checkmate, India still stumbles in its way to reach the other side of the board. India needs more female representation to find its way through the checkered board. That's all for today. Keep watching Sports Lumo for interesting stories that go beyond matches. This is Puran Chaudhary signing off.